Hello everyone, Atkpwr here with another DLC preview for Normandy, tribute to Normandy 44 for Steel Division 2, and today we have 2nd Panzer. If you guys enjoyed these, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and consider checking out the Patreon link down below and atkpwrgaming.com for cool merch. Thank you guys so much, and thank you to the Strike Team for sending me these videos so I could get this stuff out to you. I don't know when the release date for this DLC is, and also know there are many balance changes coming in this DLC. I do not have all that information, but yeah, some really exciting things. You'll notice things here and there that might be different. If we catch those, we'll mention them. If we don't, that's all right. So 2nd Panzer, a division I'm personally pretty excited for. I think it should be pretty fun. Let's check out these slot activations here. Recon tab, really generous. You get, what, 7 slots here, with 6 of them being cheap. I consider 1 and 2 point slots cheap and 3 and 4 point slots expensive. That's in my personal deck building mind. So yeah, pretty cheap recon tab overall. Infantry tab here, pretty expensive actually. So you have you know, a couple, you have what, 5 cheaper slots, and then it gets up into the 4 points up here in the other end, and there's only 7 slots, which is not bad. Like, it's very average for a Panzer division, but you're definitely not like, I doubt you'll have extreme depth in this infantry tab, which is not surprising. It's 2nd Panzer, right? It's not really supposed to be an infantry tab. Tank tab, though, definitely pretty big, pretty chonky. We have 9 slots here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. What do we have? We have 6 cheaper ones and 3 expensive ones towards the end here. So plenty of room for tanks. You're not going to have infinity, though. This isn't like a one across thing where there's like so many. It's amazing. Support tab here, we have, what, 7 slots? Okay, and all pretty aggressively costed. The only one expensive one at the end there, so that's pretty darn good. AT tab, 6 slots here, 4 cheaper ones and 2 more expensive. That's pretty good. In a Panzer division, that's plenty. Anti-air looks plenty generous. 6 slots here with 4 cheap ones and 2 more expensive ones, so pretty good there. RD tab, it looks all right. I mean, 4 slots is probably all you need. At least 1v1. Again, I'm talking from a 1v1 standpoint. You know, the most RD I'd ever use is like 4 slots. I don't use much more. I can't imagine using much more than that. So that's probably plenty. Air tab, pretty limited though. They're cheap. You're going to get at least 3 planes in, most likely, like 3 cards of planes pretty easily. Even the last slot is cheap, but it's small. There's not much here. So let's dive into this thing. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think 2nd Panzer is the division where you get extra veterancy, I think, and like maybe some sort of like battle weary thing or something. I need it. We'll see when we get there. So motorcycle, don't care. Atkpwr, does it come in any fun transports? Schwimmwagen and a SDKZ 250/1. I mean, it's better than nothing, I guess, but it's not anything special. Spetrup, does it come in any special double vet lock? That's interesting. Nope, nothing special there. All right, so we have the SDKZ 250/8. These are actually pretty good for 25 points. The gun's really quite dangerous, but it has no heat shell on it, so that's definitely a big downgrade for it. The availability curve is pretty tight. SDKZ 250/9 looks standard. Were these 30 points before, or are these 25? I think they're 30. Sometimes it's hard to remember. That's actually, is that more than normal? That feels like it's more than normal. Not 100% sure. SBW 231 coming in double vet with 4. No, that's standard. 35 points is right. SBW 233, that's definitely higher. Because usually it's 6 for no vet and 4 for 1 vet. So you are getting a veterancy bonus here. And then Pumas, whoa, 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 whoa! Look at that availability and price. That is new. So Puma's now 50 points. Okay, I think we noticed this in the last video with the Paris. So 6 availability at 1 vet, but they are 50 points now. That's really good, though. There's 2 cards of Pumas here. Puma's showing up a lot here on these Western Front divisions, and these are really strong. I agree with the nerf to 50 points. I said in the last video, I'll say it here again. Pumas are really good, and I do think they should be 50 points. The availability increase is pretty huge, though. Because now, especially, you can bring these in B facing at 12. Oh my God, 5 and 9. Whoa. And they get, wait. Did they always have the APCR? I don't think they did. So they get the APCR now too? Whoa. That's really strong. I did not notice that in the last video. And I don't know if the Paris one had this. Did it have APCR? I could go back and look, but I'm not pausing the video for that. Interesting. Okay, I mean, this is really strong. This is very, very strong. Very, 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 very strong. I now see why they have bumped them up to 50 points. Now we have Panzer 4J, comes in B-Fade, nothing special there. We have Panther D recon. These are B phase locked. The SPWs and stuff are not. So this is an incredibly strong recon tab. Very, 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 very strong. And there's lots of slots there to work with. That's, whew. It's a little spicy. All right, so we have, whoa, okay, all right, let's see here. We have the leader here coming in the SDKFZ 251/17D, which is a flak 20 mil in there. All right, or, come back. Did that have a Hotchkiss? Oh, the Panzer, okay. So 10-point little pen, okay, cool. I mean, those are nice little options. Those are definitely nice options there. Oh, he gets the SDKFZ 251/9. Right there, I see you. I see you. These are really good. These are phenomenal. There's 24 of them. So that means there's like actually an opportunity to bring 24 of these in. These are really good. There we go. Yeah. Whoa. Sturm Pioneer. No, nothing special. You only have a couple Opal Blitzes. Something important to note. Oh, there. Wait. Oh, missed important point. Come back here. Come back here. This is a double vet leader. So here's the veterancy bonuses. So they don't even give you the no vet option. Like, you have to bring them in at least one vet or more, but the availability is not hurt. Like, that's huge, getting 3 double vet here. Sturm Pioneer coming in at double vet with 5. That's the normal availability with extra veterancy. So that's how they're structuring this. I didn't know if like they would leave it at 1 and you could get even more with single vet, but that's not the case. They're simply locking it to a higher veterancy with the same amount of availability. That is really interesting. I got to adjust a light here. Sorry about that. There we go. All fixed. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I mean, that is really strong. Supposedly Big Red 1 will be the same thing. Yeah, Pioneers. Look at those guys coming in with that 1 veterancy. Wow. Oh, that feels so good. Like, that just feels so strong. What? Volkdeutsche coming in at veterancy? Really? I mean, that seems kind of odd, actually. Like aren't they not veteran troops? I mean, I guess you can be disheartened and be experienced. I guess you can not want to fight and still be experienced at it, though. Volkdeutsche are great units. They're basically 25-point Panzergren MG34s with a Panzerfaust. Like, they are very good. And now you get them at 1 veterancy with no availability punishment. Whoa. Feels really good. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you don't need a commandant in this deck. Like, you just don't. You don't need a commander at all. Oh my god, that veterancy, it's so beautiful. Oh, it's so strong. Oh, Big Run 1's gonna feel so gross. like American infantry with this. Oh my god. Oh my gird. Bro, this is so good. Wow. You get, like, it fixes the Panzer infantry problem, right? Because, like, the problem with tank and Panzer divisions is that you just don't have enough infantry oftentimes to get the veterancy you need for them to fight well. But this deck, you get all that veterancy and no punishment to availability. Now, none of those units are special, but they're just all higher veterancy, which really makes a big difference. I can't press enough how much stronger that is. All right, so we have Panzer IV Js. They are coming in at forced 1 vet, B phase only. Pretty high availability there, but I think Panzer IV Js have that availability normally, I think. I'm not 100% sure. This unit is not super common. I mean, that's really good availability. Panzer IV H, also vet locked here. To B phase. So your medium armor doesn't look like medium armor comes till B phase. Yeah, Stug's the same thing. It's not higher availability on the tanks, though. Wait. Is it? Yes, it was. Now that I think about it. Whoa. Let's back up here. That doesn't look... No, that's normal. That's normal. That's not, though. Right? Because usually it's 10, 8, 6. So 10 no vet, 8 vet, 6 double vet. And here it's 10-8 double vet. But the Panzer IVs do not. But this Panzer looks like it has a lot of availability to me. Well, no, maybe that is higher. I'm just trying to remember the normal math of these units. No, 10 is higher, but double vet looked really low. Wait, so double vetting cut it all the way down to the normal number, but single vet is higher? That feels like a math problem. Something about that doesn't work. This should be the same as the Stug 3 with like a 10-8 or a 10-7 or something, not 10-5. Yeah, see, it should be that. Interesting. Okay. So now we have Panthers. Their vet curve is normal. No, wait. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because you normally come... So these are all up again. So this... I mean, that's really strong that you can bring in Panthers at double vet and still get 2 of them in B phase. Like, that's really good. Now, the tanks aren't coming till B. This is really important to note. You are getting no tanks before B phase. I mean, this feels like it's going to be really good tank-wise in, like, 10v10. Not having them in A phase sucks, but you're not going to lose in A phase usually. Wait, Flammenwerfer's coming in with 1 vet? That's too funny. Oh, man. Flammenwerfer's unstoppable. Veteran Sea Flamers. I don't think it'll make much of a difference, but it's still kind of funny that it is. Flampanzer, yeah, coming in with that double vet again. Borgward, okay, I was going to say, if this thing gets double vet, this is too much, but it doesn't. IG-18's coming in with higher veterancy. Wow. I just didn't know how blanket application this really was going to have. It seems so strong. It really does. It feels so strong. Being able to double vet these units so much. Wow. Attack power is kind of in awe here. I'm really excited to see Big Red 1. I feel like that division is just going to be disgusting. Gudila is B phase locked. You don't really need the Commandant. That's the thing. Woo! We have a leader. We have an ace here. So it's just a Panzer IV commander. There's absolutely nothing unique about it at all, other than the fact the card looks pretty cool. Well, that's a bummer. This unit will never be used. There's no reason. There's absolutely no reason to bring a commander in this deck. Like, 0. AT tab here, really limited. Even the Panzer Shreks have 1 vet. That's lols. I don't know why I just find those small units having veterancy really funny. Pack 40's coming in with the easy vet. Oh, no one ever vets Pack 40s. So like I'm actually fascinated to see how good a Pack 40 is with some veterancy on it. Like is it like gonna be so good now? Jagdpanzer, wait, what? Jagdpanzer 4A0? Is this oh, it's weaker. It's missing the front armor. It's only got 110 millimeters of front armor. And I think it has less side and back armor too. Yeah, I think so. So this Jagdpanzer Force is all around worse. Now it is only 95 points. It's 10 points less than the normal Jagdpanzer 4, but that's a lot of armor to lose. Like this makes it, I mean, it's medium tanks, allied medium tanks are still going to struggle against this, but like the normal Jagdpanzer 4 is like almost indestructible against allied armor. German armor can just rip this thing apart. Like this is not, yeah, that's a big hit on this thing. Anti-air, let's see what we got here. Even this stuff with veterancy. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. I mean, I knew like when they talked about this, how good this veterancy thing will be, but now seeing it, I don't know why it just even looks even better. Wow, you can bring that in with an SDK Z10-4? Now, you know I don't like 20 mils, but if I'm going to bring a 20 mil, freaking the SDK of Zed's going to come in with a veterancy. Oh, this is so good. It feels so strong. None of these units are like unique. It's just like give everything veterancy and all of a sudden it's really good. What, the battery fear even comes in with double vet? Oh, man. And the mortars? Oh, come now. This is feeling a little silly now. I just want to know how good this is going to feel. Like all these units, like you never put veterancy on. You don't really, some artillery units very rarely, like the high rate of fire ones, because if you vet them, they get a bunch of increased rate of fire. But like most of these units, like what about the mortars? Are going to be double vet because it's 4 single? No, it's not 4 single vet. So this is coming in with the single vet here automatically, like it feels so good. it just feels so good. 150s, yeah, standard. Hummel's here, B phase locked. I mean, this RD tab is really solid. It's like it's very standard, which is good. I mean, it's got the 81mm mortar half tracks. There's really nothing to complain about those. You got SK18s, which are awesome. You got 81mm mortars coming in with free veterancy, of course. All this stuff, obviously. Then you get the normal FH18 150s. Hummels are terrible, but I guess they're usable if you really want. Now, wait, is that a buff to Hummels too? Weren't these things 130? So I think they buffed these. These now are cheaper. So, I mean, Hummel viable again? I don't know. Maybe. Hard to say. I don't know if a 5-point price buff is going to make these suddenly good. But it's only 5 points more expensive than their non-movable counterpart, so I don't know. Wow. Now, I don't think the air tab gets the veterancy bonus. FI, JU88 Recon, JU88 Plane, no. So these guys are not getting the veterancy bonus here. So Focke-Wulf 190 F8, these are very good. They're medium resilience. They're a little slower. They're not like their A8 brethren, which are really fast too. And they have a lower damage output, but they have the most important thing, medium resilience. The rest of it, like, honestly, the most defining thing of a plane is its medium resilience. If it has medium resilience, it's automatically like significantly more useful than a bad resilience plane. Me personally, this is the single most important stat on a plane card, with second probably being speed. Probably. Loadout obviously still matters, but like in terms of every other piece of information on here, it's this one and this one that really count for anything. So this is a good fighter. Comes in A phase, availability solid. You can probably one vet this and have two of them just fine. With the medium resilience, they don't die as easy. Focke-Wulf 190 G1. These are not great. I love the camo on them, but bad resilience. Of course, the loadout is good. A 500 kilogram bomb is a big boom, but the availability as well is underwhelming with the 124, so not great there. Focke-Wulf G3R5 bomb loadout is great. The nice thing is when you have split bomb loadout like this, you can turn off the first bombs. So like the first time this unit flies in, you can turn off the 50 kilogram bombs, bomb something, swing back around, turn these back on, and bomb a second thing. So it's not easy to do, and your opponent has to be short on AA to pull it off, but it can be really strong if you make it work. 246 availability, definitely solid, or is it 8? 248 availability. Bad resilience, though, pretty fast. I would honestly take this, though, over the Focke-Wulf 190 G1 because of availability. The 250, honestly, if you just straight bomb with this will kill anything that this one would have killed. They're almost equivalent in terms of damage. I actually think this one might be a little better damage-wise. 500 kilogram bomb a lot of times feels less deadly than this 5 bomb combination, but this one can be spread out with AA, although on these dive bombers, there's not nearly as much spread because the plane is right on top of the unit, so it's not as significant. JU88, though, JU88s are wonderful. This bomb loadout, not wonderful. Availability, not wonderful either. Speed, not great. Playable unit, again, these tabs are really cheap, so you could definitely fit fighters in and like 2 cards of bombers at least. But yeah, I mean, this division seems really strong. But important things to note. Well, first off, recon tab, absolutely bonkers. This recon tab, I don't want to say is broken, but like, my God. But it's a cool, I actually really like what they did with this division. There's a really cool contradiction in this division. You have no armor in B phase outside of this recon tab. So your first thought is like, oh, Vanguard, I can recon rush them. Probably will work. The problem is you have nothing to back it up once you get there. You have nothing hard. Your AT tab is just pack 40s essentially, which is not cheap. I mean, they're great, but they're not cheap. And that's it. Like your A phase is actually really underwhelming outside of this specific tab. Then B phase, things get really strong when your tanks and all that kind of stuff show up. So it's like, me personally, you know me, I'm thinking balance, because then my A phase can be really strong. I can get an early lead and then still have my income to just sit back on as the game goes on, and I just get stronger and they have to fight through this massive recon tab. Yeah, this thing is insane. This is nuts. You take the 259, you take the 231, you take the 233, you take both cards of Pumas, that's 5 slots right there, and then you take Atkpwr or something, or Spetsrup if you really want them. There's your 6 right there, and you never touch the 3-point slot. Now, maybe you... God, it feels so bad not taking a 2-3-3. It also feels so bad not taking 2 cards of Pumas, but do you need 2 cards of Pumas? I mean, you get 6. You get 6 on a single card in A phase. That's a lot of Pumas at 50 points. That's 300 points of Pumas. That's a lot. That's a lot. And once B phase rolls around, these become far less effective because they're easy to kill. I mean, they go down easy enough. Oh, I don't know. Maybe you just spend on that 3-point slot and you just take everything with 2. I struggle not taking at least 2 cards of infantry recon. I feel like I get bit in the butt every time I don't do that. But you technically don't need to. You could wait on the Atkpwr till B phase and have 8 of them with no vet. Actually, wait. Do they have veterancy? Do Atkpwr have the veterancy? Sorry, I don't mean to back up here. I mean, the motorbike does. Yeah, the Atkpwr do. So you can double vet and get 6 in B phase. So that feels pretty good to me. You just have to survive. I mean, you have all of these things out in A. Do you really need Atkpwr? Probably not. Like, you could probably get by A phase with just these vehicles spotting for you, and then you bring these guys in B phase. Yeah, that feels really good. That feels like the right answer. And then you have, what? You double vet the Puma in A, so you get 4 of them, and you double vet in B, so you get, what, 9 of them or whatever it was? You have 13 double vet Pumas? Like, or you just put them both in A phase, and you get, what, 8 Pumas in A phase to be your armor? With APCR? What? So yeah, this tab, absolutely bonkers. Infantry tab, let's try to get there here. Infantry tab, there you are. There's nothing special here, although you do get a card of Volkdeutsche for only 25 points with 1 vet, so that is really good. Your Sturm Pioneers coming in with that. I mean, obviously, everything coming in with the extra veterancy. The one unique unit here is the Volkdeutsche, but you only get 1 card, so this isn't like game-changing, really. But you could bring them in B phase and have lots of them. You can bring them in A phase and have a nice 9 of these to work with in A phase if you're doing balance of lower income, or truthfully even Maverick because you have less income in A phase. So this does give you a lot of A phase flexibility. You do have 4 cards of CQC, so you can play longer on CQC because you have enough. A B phase card of Sturm Pioneers, C phase card of Pioneers, and then you have the Volkdeutsche, a leader, and Panzergren if you fill this all the way up and spend those extra points. That's plenty for balance. Maverick even easier because you don't need that C phase card of Pioneers. You would probably just, I mean, it's your preference. I don't like Pioneers personally. I like Sturm Pioneers much better, especially if I'm bringing them in double vet. Like, whew, slap you. Like, ooh, so good. What is the availability on these when we upvet them? Missed. Where are you? 5 and 10. Yeah, you can only bring it 5-10. Now, it's not a lot of CQC. Let's be real about that. That's not a lot. Tank tab, I mean, it's a Panzer division tank tab with more veterancy and 65-point Panzer IV-Js. I mean, that's really good. No light armor, no Panzer IIIs or anything, which is definitely a bummer. And, of course, the big issue here, you're phase locked to B. And this is where Maverick, your armor comes in B. It's not that terrible. I feel like Vanguard might be off the table for this division a little bit, but the recon tab is so strong. I feel like it's still an option. But, you know, Maverick, B phase, your tanks start rolling. A phase is just Puma spam. Definitely possible. You know me, I'm going to build it balanced, but still seems really good. Phase locking is a big deal, though. Don't underestimate that. Support tab is phenomenal. You have Guerrilla, you have IG-33, MG4, and again, all this is vetted. I would probably bring the Flampanzer in this deck, especially double vetted with 6 in A phase to augment your kind of lacking CQC. Flammenwerfers as well. So what? You have 1, 2, MG-42 card 3, IG-33, Guerrilla 5. You don't need a commander and bring ammo, so there's your 6 slots. You don't get the IG-18, but whatever. You have a Guerrilla card and an IG-33 card at 1 vet each. Seems pretty darn good. Anti-tank tab. This is not phenomenal. This is not great. It's cheap, though. So you probably still do AB card of Pack 40, your Panzerschreck, and then maybe 1 card of these under-strength Jagdpanzer 4s. Maybe. I don't know if you really need them, honestly, because they're kind of just I mean, they're better than a Panzer IV, don't get me wrong. They're better than a Stug. Like, it's definitely an upgrade on those units. So maybe you still bring one and you just don't bring Stugs or something like that, because this is essentially, you know, like that. It's essentially a Stug. It's just a better Stug at the end of the day. Availability is pretty good. I mean, C phase you get 10. Probably, what, you get 5 in B phase, I guess, unvetted. It's a little lower availability. You don't get to double vet. You can double vet your Stug. So maybe not. Maybe this unit just is not worth it. A tab, there's enough here. I mean, especially with the SDK of Z 7.1, you can bring the Flak 38 with the SDK of Z 10.4, which is pretty good. Getting double these with the veterancy, you get the double vet. So maybe this is the one time 20 mils might be okay to bring with that SDK of Z. 88s are still meh. Gephards, I wouldn't bring the Gephards. It's the SDK of Z, Flak, and the 20 mil probably. RD tab, lots of options here. I mean, you take the 81 mortar, you take the SK18, probably one of the bigger ones down here, whether you like the Hummel or the FH. Battlefear, or don't take the Battlefear and just take more RD. I mean, the 81 mortar if you want. No, you don't need that. You have the half track. So, yeah, I mean, it has what you need. No Nebelwerfers, which is sad, but you don't need them. And then air tab, take a fighter card, take a bomber card. Yeah, I mean, it seems really good to me. This division feels like probably the best Panzer division? Question mark? Probably, though. Probably. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and consider checking out the Patreon, link down below, and attackpowergaming.com. Thanks a bunch to everyone for watching and to the Strike Team for sending me this video. Have a fantastic day.